Hi everyone, this is Evelyn SE StampinUp. Today I'm going to share with you this beautiful card that I made. And what I love about this card and the stamp, which I'm going to show you, is that it's so versatile. You could do so many things with this card. With this stamp in particular. And with this one here, I did it 3D. And the first part, if you see here, this is my first stamp that I stamped on. And then I had to stamp 3 times and cut 2 times, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, this is the second piece and this is the third piece, and it's so beautiful. And the stamp that I used is Stampin' Up called Swallowtail. Beautiful image, I'm telling you. I mean, if you guys are a fan of butterfly, then this is a must-have stamp. Trust me, it's beautiful. And look how big the stamp is. Now they come in 2 ways, wooden or unmounted, which I love the unmounted because it gives me an idea how to stamp it. When I use this Cricut, so when I stamp, I know what I'm stamping on. Okay, so the materials that I use is mostly all Stampin' Up. As you guys know, I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, but I also love to do different things. So, so my base card was crumb cake. We cut this to 5.5. Folded to score, I should say, 4 1/4. So this would be your base card. And you don't have to do anything with this card because this card is going to be covered with layers and layers. But I just wanted to give like a nice border. Okay. Now this design pattern paper is from Stampin' Up. I don't know if you guys have this, or you also may have this stamp, so it gives you an idea. But what I did is I cut this design paper to layer on this one. So I usually don't score it, I mean cut it or measure it, because I always cut 1/8 smaller than the base card. But for this one, since this was 4 1/4, I did 4 inches across, and then 5 1/4 long. So when I cut that piece, I took the stamp, this stamp right here, let me show you, and I stamped on it because I wanted, you see, it's got a lot of opening details in there. It's beautiful. So you should be able to pop, peek in. You could, when you look at it, you can actually see it. So pretty. So it just depends what you're going to do with your stamp. You can do it with plain solid paper, but make sure when you do a different color that you coordinate with the color. And I know we all know that. So that's just give you an idea. Now, what I find easy. Well, let me give you the materials and I'll totally explain that. And then what I did with this piece, this is a piece that I cut with the first, let me bring this stamp here. This is my first cut. I'm sorry, the first one is stamping. The second one, I stamped the second one and cut this one. Then I'm using Somerset color. It's a nice bright yellow. And I, stamped it, cut it to this size right here, to the small one that I did here. So you have the Marine Mist, that's the blue color, and the yellow piece is the Somerset color. Okay, so so once I did all that, so before I decide to actually, because for this one, remember, we cut it, to fit the base card, and we're going to stamp. That's going to be your fabric, and I recommend that you emboss it. If it just gives it more more contrast. It just brings it out more than when you just stamp it, especially if you're going to do it as a 3D. So once you stamp this, you're going to put that to the side, and then you're going to concentrate on your 2. Now here's the easy tip that I find it very easy. You're going to take a scrap piece of paper, okay, and stamp it, just regular, any color. Just make sure color that is lighter, so when you outline it, you can see it. And what helped me to cut the layers so it can become a 3D. So I pretend this was my paper. I had stamped it first, and then I drew a line right here. So I number it. My first one, I'm not cutting. My second one, I'm going to cut and follow that line. And then for my third piece, I also drew a line. When you see the stamp, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Or any details stamp that you had that they got layers after layers, just look at it, analyze, and you follow the line. As you follow the line, you're going to see, wow, I can cut this and make it to a 3D. beautiful. So that's what I did with this one. So I recommend, guys, if you don't have the stamp, and when you do have the stamp, this is I keep this stamp to always remind me if I wanted to do 3 layers that where I'm going to be cutting. Okay, I hope that helped. And so when I emboss it, it's so best to use extra fine embossing powder, regardless what color you get. For this one here, I use my black embossing, and so it gave me a nice brighter black. And then I embossed 3 times, even with the cuts that I did, because that's what I was looking for. It looks really nice like that. And then I put my pieces together, and this is what I got. So pretty. This here also is a brand that StampinUp has it. Oh, so just to know, if you are interested on this stamp, it's on the spring catalog of StampinUp. So if you guys don't have a demonstrator, I'd be happy to be your assistant, and I'll put my StampinUp website and underneath so you can see it's a 24/7, so you don't have to make a time to order it. You can order it when the kids are sleeping whatsoever. But anyway, yeah, and then what I like about also StampinUp, most of you guys must know that every color that we sell, whether it's pattern paper, whether it's ink embossing or ink, we always coordinate with the colors. We have the same color, so it matches. So this ribbon is also Mystery Miss, and I put that around, and I'll put the name of this brad that I have over here. It's so pretty because it comes with a bubble that you actually cut, stamp little material, and the circles I use like a 3/4 circle, and it actually fits so nicely inside. And then I stuck the little clear bubbles as flat on it, so it could give the image inside a 3D also. So I'm happy to share this card with you guys, and hopefully my next tutorial, I'm going to be using the stamp again, along with this beautiful, where did I put it at? Oh, I don't have it with me, but you'll see it's called Stipple Blondes. It's also on the mini catalog, and I want to try to create a design pattern paper of my choice, and different colors that I like. And once I do that pattern paper, which I'm going to share with you guys, I'm going to use these pieces on my Prima dot stamp. But I love that images. And also I'm going to use StampinUp dress form that we also have in stamp, and that coordinates with the die cut. Okay guys, so make sure you keep your eyes open, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like. Bye.